Well, hello there, and welcome back to Panther Esport versus Whites. I'm sorry, that was a bit of a creepy intro. I'm here with Pot of the Moon, my name is Cast, and this is the second round in this best of 3 series to find out who gets to go to the closed qualifier of the ESL One closed qualifiers. Who makes
Open
it?
Qualifiers for Genting, yeah.
Yeah, for Genting, yeah.
There we go.
So we are underway in the draft. Yeah, we got through. God, that was a staggered intro. We kind of
I always knew you're my favorite creep, so that's why I cast
into that
with you.
one. Yeah, I mean, some people like the creepiness. You know, it's a selling point.
No.
To some. Alrighty then. So we are into this draft a little bit already. We have the Lone Druid banned out and the Bane Panther. Well, once scarred, twice something. Once burnt, twice scarred. I don't know. There's a saying behind that, but basically they don't want to get wrecked again.
Ban.
Yeah, they don't want to get
totally understand the Bane ban, and that's like some Bane PTSD there. Please, I don't want to get altered anymore. I can totally understand the ban, taking the overnight stalker. Or Niece Assassin for that case.
Yeah, interesting that Whites just really don't seem to like Enchantress. They ban her again.
I wouldn't be surprised to just see a Winter Wyvern pick first from Whites. Either that or straight up go for something like the Tiny Gun, because it worked insanely well.
Yeah, it did work very well. And yeah, maybe straight into a Medusa? Could they do that?
Puts on some
Winter Wyvern comes up.
There we go.
Nice job. That's why I keep you around. Certainly not
to be fair,
personality.
Winter Wyvern is probably one of the easiest picks to predict, because if there's a Winter Wyvern in the game, she probably gets picked first.
Yeah, it's true. And she's a strong hero right now. Like, a support that can get solo pickoffs, like, what? Hello?
Yeah, as well as have a one-click teamfight ultimate. It changes the course of the teamfight. She's, just one of the most solid heroes there is right now. And
of course, incredible lane harass.
Maybe with a tiny... No, it's the Sun King. Okay, so they pick up the Sun King for themselves now.
Yeah, Pos4 will be jumping straight back onto that hero.
Yeah, I think I like the Sun King counter to the Winter Wyvern, and also he proved as a pretty okay roamer. Especially with Bane out of the mix, he should be the strongest roamer running around the mid lane in this game.
Yeah, the problem was that he couldn't find his Blink Dagger, and that was an issue. That was a major issue for him.
Yeah, so I agree, running him on position 4 this game instead of 5 is probably a better choice, because last game we saw the Sun King switching to an Orc position 5 support, which means he's a guy with Tranquils on the stun, which makes him like a Crystal Maiden without the aura, and occasionally making some damage with the ultimate, but he definitely wants to find a Blink Dagger, especially since they're up against the Winter Wyvern, just to have that long range initiate whenever the Wyvern ult comes down.
That's a hero we haven't seen very often.
Talking about position 5 supports, there's a Dazzle pick. That is surprising.
Yeah, okay.
Second pick Dazzle without a definite combo.
Setting up for the Huskar?
Yeah, I was about to ask, is this a Huskar? Is this yeah, we're gonna let you waste the ban on the Huskar draft? But hey, hello,
the Bounty Hunter response. Yeah, I was just thinking of that here and thinking.
Yeah,
hey,
that's pretty much the best. That's the best roaming slash. Well, kind of fits the same role as Winter Wyvern, but roaming support they could have picked. He's amazing against Sun King. He's well, not only okay against Dazzle, he's pretty good against Dazzle, considering that you don't need to. Most of the time, you don't need to range to finish somebody off who was Grave, because most of the time you just shuriken somebody, and you always manage to track the guy who's Graved.
Yeah, exactly. If you're graving someone, it's probably because he's in the middle of a team fight, therefore you're going to get a track off. So Panther, I'm wondering if they're going to ban out the Medusa again. I would expect it. And
I think the last game was more of an issue. I think how it lost was not exactly the Medusa pick alone. I think their draft was okay against it, besides like the fact that they couldn't pick up a carry that is particularly good against Medusa, like for example a PL coming out. So I think not banning the Medusa might be their idea here. For example, they have the Dazzle already. Dazzle is a good utility core to have against the Medusa. It's armor reduction, you can keep your carry alive in and after the Medusa ult. And most of the time, Dazzle can stay at bay and hide behind trees, so he doesn't have to necessarily stand up to do so. And there's the predicted Huskar ban. There we go.
Yes, it is thrown out.
That's
so,
that's one of the indicators. It is a dazzle, yeah. Yeah. Shit, we gotta ban Husker boys. And then yeah, there's the Husker pick. Ban.
5 seconds remaining.
the Panther. What is their ban now? I mean, what are they going to pick actually? That's what I more want to know. What other good dazzle counters are there?
Dazzle counters I don't know, but I could. Okay, that's a tiny one. That's reasonable. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I'm gonna say that we're gonna see a Shadow Fiend. Because I really like the Shadow Fiend in this lineup. Beside the Winter Wyvern, who might get on his wrong side with the ultimate, Shadow Fiend should be a solid pick. He's somebody who can go for Newts naturally, which you kind of want. There's a Bounty Hunter on the table. Somebody else to follow up after the Sand King, or if the Sand King doesn't manage to get the Blink Dagger, you can get the Blink Dagger yourself on the Shadow Fiend. But we could also see something like an aggressive Tinker pick coming out, and with Dazzle, he should be fine for escaping against the Bounty Hunter.
Well, they're not gonna have a Morphling, that's for sure.
It's gotta be somebody with either Mentor or Yules coming out. That's pretty sure. They don't want to have 5 targets that can't do anything against track from the bounty.
Okay, all right, that's a fair call. So yeah, they got to pick up some cores right about now, Panther, and I'm wondering if they're gonna go for the gyro again. Oh, okay, the Elder Titan offlaner comes out.
That's not a gyro. That's an
not
Elder
a gyro,
Titan.
is it? It's not a gyro at all. They got that one completely wrong. Misclick. But no, they pick up the big briefcase man to come and smash some people. Super popular right now. I think it was OG who played it and did ridiculously well, and now he's become meta. You know,
yeah, Elder Titan is just so good at harassing people. Well,
ooh,
never mind. There's
counted.
a Monkey King.
Counted.
Yeah. About that harassment, forget what I just said. We have a Monkey King on the board.
Yeah, Monkey King is a carry you just can't trade hits with generally, unless you're a very specific hero. Generally.
Hi, my name is Centaur.
Yeah, maybe Bristleback is, even then Bristleback can struggle.
Nobody picks Bristle, let's be honest here.
That's true, that's also true. But they can't really change their loadout now, Panther. Elder Titan is going to have to, I mean, they might put him safe lane and go for an aggro trial lane or something. They have a Sand King at Dazzle, it's possible. And the response is going to be a Razor.
Yeah, the to-go pick against Monkey King. He's amazing at chasing him down, and Razor, one of the few heroes who can force the Monkey King out of his ults, and he isn't too affected by the Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, and also Razor, like you say, he's great at chasing the Monkey King because he constantly damages him as well. With the Storm, with his passive, with the Static Field, and that just makes it really difficult for the Monkey King to jump away. But Tinker comes out from White's now.
Answer to Razor, that's for sure.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, how's this mid lane going to go for him with the Bounty Hunter and the Tinker?
I think Razor's going to win simply because of the fact that he's so amazing against Bounty Hunter. Because Bounty Hunter, what Bounty Hunter does, he takes up an Orb of Venom and then he starts hitting you in mid lane. But with the new Razor passive and with the Static Link, you don't. You go close to Razor, you take more damage before you even hit him. And Dazzle already on the board, so I think Razor is super well off on the mid lane. He should be completely fine. Only thing he has to watch out for is like this 3-man rotation with the Winter Wyvern slow. If he gets slowed up, and then there is a lot of slows on that team.
Yeah, a lot of catch. That's for sure. Gonna be difficult to run away.
Commander ban from Panther. I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
but
I like that. It's
really
a good combo with Razor. Well, if they wanted to run an aggressive tri-lane, I think it would work quite well if you leave the other taking.
Would you run the Legion Commander against both the Sand King and the Dazzle? I would not. Razor as well. Pretty good as well.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Also, Elder Titan sleeping.
Point. I was thinking about it for Panther, but never mind.
I could have understood if they pick it on Panther, but on the other hand, then there's the Winter Wyvern, which is like, beside Dazzle, the biggest counter to Legion there is. Okay. Yeah.
Offlane Veno, boys. Here we go.
That's their answer to the grave, I would say. So, can't survive if you have dots on you. I like the Veno specifically for the fact that he can force people to stay in the Monkey King ult. Just imagine the Veno ult being dropped on the Winter Wyvern ult, and then Monkey King above it. There's like, that's that huge death area.
That's basically a really interesting wombo combo, yeah. And Panther don't have the mobility to get out of it. Oh,
we've entered the no fun zone.
Alrighty. Well, kick your feet up.
Also
Panther are
super
going to be...
interesting.
Yeah.
Against Monkey King and Venomancer. So both teams seem to have no big respect for the other's lineup and in terms
Yeah, they're
of
just drafting what
picks.
they want. It's like, we want to draft what
Yeah,
we're comfortable
just-
with, and you do you know? They're just, yeah. Alright. Nice synergies between the teams for sure.
I'm a bit worried for Whites, actually. You have the Elder Titan with an insane aura this game. Venomancer, agility carry. Monkey King, that needs armor as well, agility as well. Then Bounty Hunter, also agility. So that's 3 of your cores, or potential cores, having pretty much no armor in the fights.
And then against an anti-mage who is going to be running in and trying to hit with as much physical damage as he can, as is Razor.
Plus a Dazzle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, anti-armor from Dazzle as well. Good point, good pickup. Yeah. Maybe...
It's the physical damage from the wave. So
Maybe we see
there's a
something
lot of
crazy like an
combo
early
potential.
AC, or even like a Desolator, or like a Medallion from the Razor, just to complement this. This could be interesting.
I just buy it on the Dazzle.
Oh yeah, of course, Medallion on the Dazzle. Dup.
I was talking about the Desolator, but sure.
Alright, so players getting loaded
So we
in,
have
and
we have the unique team fight lineup from Whites against the unique armor reduction lineup from Panther. And
yeah,
it's
I actually really
interesting
love the way
that's-
Panther has come through with this draft. Like they're one step away from being eliminated and not making it to the closed qualifiers, but they don't care. They're like, we're gonna do our kind of cheesy strategy draft all the same, and big respect for them for that. Big respect indeed. So we should get loaded up in a minute now. Not quite sure the delay is, but we'll be underway very shortly to find out who wins the second game in the best of 3 series. If it's White, then it's going to be no more games, but if it's Panther, then we will go to a game 3. And well, I think we both favour the Panther draft here. I think it's quite an interesting one, and Whites will have to.
I wanna see them win
pretty
simply
well.
because of their draft, because it's super unique. That's nothing you see every day. Besides, like maybe the Razor, but AM is also a hero that isn't picked up that much recently.
Yeah, and we are actually paused up here. It's not just some ridiculously long load time. It is-
The Razor weapon is kinda bugged out.
They're all kind of bugging out that the Elder Titans lost his sparkle and Winter Wyvern's bold, so it's all going off
Not
here.
the sparkles.
Not
no.
the sparkles. Yeah, and even Tinker is losing his power core, so it's all going wrong. But this screen is not meant to be paused. This screen is not meant to be paused at all. It is
It's
struggling.
still a beta, boys.
Yeah, it's only a small indie development team.
Yeah.
Well, all the same, we should be underway very, very shortly. Yeah, he only said 2 minutes in the chat.
Already.
Oh yeah, team's ready, unpausing. We are good to go. Now, if you're interested in following the brackets for this Open Qualifiers, you can go and check out the ESL One website. It's super easy to navigate. Just go over to the Genting section and you can find all the brackets and all the information there. All the regions are being casted and you can check out where to find them. They're across all the ESL Join Dota channels, so yeah, get involved and find out what's going on, because the closed qualifiers are going to be awesome. And whoever wins this game are going to be joining the likes of... I think we've got Vega Squadron. Oh, they might have had a tier 2 invite, I think. Team Spirit are up there. Interestingly, M19 were supposed to be, but are not. Because they had a roster change, so they've got to fight through the closed qualifiers. And we'll be catching them in, how long, Potom? I'm no good with timings.
Should be around, pretty sure in 2 hours maximum, depending on the outcome of this game. And we already have the courier play coming out, and gets the best courier to do it, the sneaky little bunny you can't see.
Yes, yeah, like... Very, very tricky to spot visually.
Athalov gets the ward, so they see. Yeah, ping
Yeah,
out.
they see him. They ping him out. Gotta be careful of how far forwards he comes here, but he will also
they
see the
gonna-
anti-mage.
Are they
so-
gonna play around it?
You know, I really like the idea of... Did they give the ward to the anti-mage there? I think they did. And
They
of course,
did
he's
indeed.
the safest hero because he can just blink away from danger. So I like that. That's just a nice little play. See the nice little
But
plays.
how can you blink away from danger if you can't see?
That's true. He hasn't got a blindfold on. Like he sees magic. He sees the magical blade and just gets really angry about it because he hates that shit.
There's not much magic.
Woof.
It's like
Magic
not
isn't
magic at
everything.
all.
Potom, do you not know lore? Anyway, we have this adorable bunny bouncing around.
I mean, Bounty Hunter literally sniffs people out. Venomancer produces venom. You have Tinker with insane machines. Monkey King just likes to hit people, so... And Wyvern is just a Wyvern, so there's no magic on their
Yeah,
team.
wyverns are
I don't
magical.
understand.
Wyverns are magical.
She's not magical. She's a
Well-
Wyvern.
Exactly. What would you all go for the courier though? We'll get it. Nicely done. Clutch little snipe there, and then the TP out, not even going to get interrupted. That's a freebie. Middle lane all of a sudden got a little bit harder for Just. What was that coming for him? Was that like probably a salve, right?
That was the self indeed, yeah.
Alrighty, so
Monkey King offlane.
Yeah, Monkey King.
Look at that. It's the
Playing up against the
Venomancer carry
anti-mage.
against the Elder Titan.
This is interesting. This is very interesting. I think they sorted this up last minute, going for the Venomancer versus the Anti-Mage. A little bit earlier aggression, I guess, but also a pretty good target for the Anti-Mage, so it does surprise me. Can you explain?
Getting... excuse me?
Sorry, we'll just watch his middle lane fight, but it does look like Store's going to be fine. He doesn't have any sight for him, so... I'm sorry, yeah, the Venomancer versus the Anti-Mage, is that just for the early game damage, for the attack slows and stuff? Because it seems like putting a int carry over the Monkey King carry is an odd choice versus a Anti-Mage.
Yeah, like, I see where they want to go with it, pressure the AM as much as possible. On the other hand, there is a Dazzle coming out for Panther, so... How do you pressure, how do you kill anyone on a Dazzle lane beside maybe the Dazzle, and with a Monkey King and Sand King as backup? This is a super defensive trial lane you can't do much about. Sand King has... actually gets
OP Centaur.
They dropped a sentry, they might... No, he knows. It's the Rove. Smart man. Knows exactly what is going on.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be any action here, so let's have a look at top lane. Well, talking of no action, it's literally just a Venomancer farming on his own. Elderside was forced back to base, it seems. So, yeah. Maybe middle lane we'll see something happen. There we go. Justice chasing down Breezer here. Just doing Razor things. Hashtag just Razor things. Had a pretty good time of it. Used that static field.
Both teams have an insane safe lineup early on, and I still like to play in mid. They have a bounty hunter and the Winter Wyvern. The Winter Wyvern gets the courier snipe. What do we expect? Razor in mid, getting hit up. Might get super low here. Nope, has the Fairy Fire and survives barely.
Ooh, yeah,
7 HP left.
Being chased by the bounty, but the Dazzle is also invisible, so...
now he got himself.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure the bounty
Probably
can't do
going
anything.
back, however. Yeah, he's going back. He doesn't want to force this.
No, he
Venom
wants
on
that
the
mana
other
for his lane.
Maxing the passive, and this lane is going to go downhill for the Elder Titan once he reaches like level 5 or 6. Because then Elder simply doesn't stay in the lane anymore against the Venomancer. Especially not with the Bounty Hunter roaming in behind him as well as the Winter Wyvern at top.
So that's a fair amount of damage from Elder Time, but might he regret this? Well, he just goes to the harass and TP's out of there. And interesting that Kayla actually stopped attacking him there. I think he might have been able to get that kill if he'd focused.
And
but maybe not.
A little bit of a blunder attacking him too early. So I think if he delayed it like half a second more, the bounty would have been there and critted him.
Well, Fizzle going for the pulls, and yeah, it's a very, very quiet early game. Both teams kind of just like, yeah, you know, we'll hang out. Clearly, Panther wanting to take it slow, and
what interests me the most is the bottom lane with the solo Monkey King, who's doing pretty good, I would say. 12 last hits on the off lane.
Monkey's pretty nice, yeah.
He's up against the tri lane. He's level 4, just saying.
He's doing well, yeah. I mean, he's
near enough a nice mechanic. Hero. Like, yeah, he's basically a ranged hero, and he can, he pretty much out hits the AM, which is good, so you don't lose all your mana. But I expected the Monkey King to go down at least like once with a Sand King on the board. But on the other hand, there's Dazzle and Sand King full-time stacking the jungle for the AM. So.
Store just gets spotted out here, but I don't think he's too fussed about all this. And they both deward each other. Monkey King coming in behind, laying some damage onto this Dazzle, looking for this kill. Now, does the Dazzle have the Shallow Grave? No, he doesn't, and he does go down to the damage, and it is a lot of damage. But now, Anti-Mage actually looking for something here with the stuns coming through as well. They will be able to take out the Monkey King. Store, try to TP out of this one. Will he manage it? No, he will not. That is 3 kills for the Radiant.
Welcome to the no fun zone.
Yeah, Panther doing really, really well there.
3 kills? 2 kills for the Radiant.
2 kills?
For the Radiant.
2 kills. Yep. Yeah, 2 kills, my bad.
Monkey King plus the Bounty Hunter.
Thank you. Me math, no good. And Eltine's just using his Astral Spirit to grab some extra creeps, stacking the enemy jungle for them. And he'll do that so that he can get more damage from his Astral Spirit. Seems like an odd play, but hey, you know, you gotta hit things very hard. and contest
Get
this
at least
Venomancer.
out-harass somebody when you're so far behind in XP.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we see Venomancer on par with the AM. And
Bottom lane, we have another go as the Monkey King getting that Jingu off and doing a lot of damage to Pos 4, but can't quite find the kill. There we go. The Winter Wyvern cleans up. And they get a kill in return. So
what is also super weird is that the Monkey King actually chooses to level up the tree dance over everything else. So what you would expect in this lane is to have the usual max Jingu plus Boundless Strike with 1 point in the tree dance, or even skipping it, but max tree dance is pretty awkward considering that both AM and Sand King can escape the impact from the tree dance pretty fast.
yeah, for sure. And I mean, I would say it's something to do with the yeah, like you said, with the cooldowns, but I mean 13 seconds is not a good cooldown. Like max level 13 seconds, that's not gonna allow you to chase anybody. Top lane, we see Elder Titan being hit up by this Venomancer pretty hard. He doesn't have a TP available. He is going to go for the Stomp though, will manage that one, and that might save his life. Although he's still got a lot of poison ticking on him. And Venomancer, he places down the ward. He's still looking for this Elder Titan. One more ward, if he places it right, could get this kill, but nope. And that's also going to block him off his path to victory, so Kayla will just
that's all going down to the solo bounty hunter.
Wow. Oh, good job. That's going to be nice for him, making his way towards level 6 nicely. In this early game. So middle lane, what's been happening over here? We have the Razor sitting on slightly higher last hits, but not really that high. Now we see the Wyvern coming in. Actually, just could be in some trouble. He no longer has static link, and with the slope from the Winter Wyvern, it could be a lot. But in comes Pos 4. He gets a stun onto 2. Nicely done, saving his teammate. And we'll just run away. Although the Venomancer coming in, and just with the static field as well, they're getting really low on the side of Whites right now. And Fezzle up onto the high ground, looking for the Ancients, interestingly. Although they're running away, and that will just be a freebie. A bit of an odd play there, miscalculated. And Kayla being chased down by the Dazzle and by Pos 4, but I think he's too fast. He might get to the shrine. Oh my god, from the low ground, just with the plasma field, makes the plays and gets the kill. Nice
level
prediction
4 plasma field.
Yeah, that's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you.
That was
right
so
on.
close. That was half a second when the Sun King came in before the Tinker had laser up.
Playing on the edge. And,
it's a nice skill to pick up on the Razor. And looking at the mid lane, we see Razor now definitely head over the Tinker, I would say. And Razor's one of the few heroes that can stand against the Tinker in lane, because yes, you have to watch out for the March, but since it's not the March build, and he has enough regen, he has the infused raindrop up. Actually, they find a bounty hunter here in the jungle.
well, this could be big.
It up.
Yeah, he's going to try and TP out of this one. Slightly tells me that's not going to happen as Pulse 4 manages to get that kill. And this is a much more successful roaming game for the Sand King than we saw from him last game, that's for sure.
Directly into the smoke gank with Pos 4 on the Sand King.
Yeah, he's got no plan to slow it down. The accelerator is on the Sand King mobile. He's,
Tinker, but he has a haste rune.
Yeah, this is not the
So
kill.
he's not the best target. Not
They
with
don't,
a Razor.
they don't nearly have the lockdown for this.
With one stun, I don't see him going down. But on the other hand, who else do you chase for? Bounty Hunter? Nah, you can't find him. Monkey King, not the best choice, because if he gets this all
getting
off,
him low, but nope, haste rune popped. He is out of there. Brum brum. The Tinker car is faster than
we
the
see
Sand
the
King
Elder
mobile.
Titan getting hit down.
Yeah, this has been a very common theme in this top lane. Is Kayla going on through the trees. Zinedine Yazid taking him for a run. He will pop that salve and finds him with the Venomous Gale, and that's going to be a kill. Nice little
This time he gets him.
solo
No
for
more
Kayla.
hide and seek.
Yeah, he's like, for God's sakes, man, like, just die. Let me have my lane. And this is a very convincing lane for him. And I think this might have been the choice between swapping the Monkey King with the Venomancer, because maybe Monkey King does struggle a bit versus that Elder Titan, and the Venomous Gale is going to miss. This won't be another kill for Kayla, unfortunately. 4 points in the Venomous Gale, though, so clearly looking for some solo kills.
Are they going to dive to Dazzle under tower? No, probably not. Okay, Monkey jumps away. I would have loved to see that. I just summarize.
Oh, he kills a creep with that. Who knew?
So Monkey's skipping both the ultimate early on,
Yeah,
as well as only 1 point in the Jingu. That's like, I mean, it works. If it works, why fix it? But
still, they're making the jump onto Anti-Mage here, but he does blink out just in time. He hears the charge up sound, and Yeah, this is why like Primal Spring's really weird versus Anti-Mage as well. Like surely he's never gonna get a full charge off because Anti-Mage is always gonna hear it coming and be able to blink away. Like against someone else it might be good, but I don't like it personally. I guess it kills supports. But no, do you have any reasoning for it?
What I could imagine is he wants it for the wave clear. That's like the last thing I can imagine, or to hunt down the Dazzle because of the max movement slow. I believe it's 80. Yes, it's 80. However, he's jumping, and once again, AM just blinks away. Yeah. But
yeah, it does seem pretty effective at farming the waves.
And now they find Store. That's a nice dust.
Bounty Hunter, he's taken a lot of damage here. The Boundless Strike is probably not going to be enough to save him. They leave it for the Anti-Mage who just says, screw it, I'm going to use the Mana Void.
No magic allowed.
No magic allowed.
Even though it's not magic. I want to point it out.
Shuriken bouncing. It's pretty magical.
Come on, you play an AM in a team with a Dazzle. He's literally a Shadow Priest, so I would say that is magic. That doesn't count.
Well, yeah, I mean, Anti-Mage literally blinks, which is like the most magical thing. But nevertheless, let's focus on the game. Refocus up. Let's have a look at a gold graph in this early point, as we do see a kind of a wiggly line heading towards the side of whites, because they are getting a couple more kills in this early game. And actually, no, they're not getting a couple more kills in this early game. Panther are ahead on kills, but farming just a bit better. With the last hits there, Tinker is ahead, and the jump forwards, oh my god, that is a dead Dazzle. But here they're chasing down Ilya Povar now, trying to punish him for that blink in, and in comes the Anti-Mage. One more hit will do the job. They're not going to leave it. Justice going to take that one. Don't want to give the Monkey King a chance to get out of this one. And now the dust is just about to run out onto this Bounty Hunter, but they don't have anything to reveal him. So they're just going to kind of chase him down, try and get a static field, but it's not enough damage, and they finally give up.
That was actually a nice play. If they had a second dust, they would have chased him there.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for the Sand King, but I think he might have been the one to use the dust, or maybe it was Dazzle, I'm not too sure.
So what we see now, the biggest difference is the Elder Titan compared to the Monkey King, actually, compared to the Tinker mid lane. So the Razor falling behind in last hits against the Tinker is to be expected, but just seems like overall Dias seems to have at least around 20 last hits more on the lanes. And you see that the same thing in the net worth graph. It's fairly even, but hold up. Pulse 4. First track of the game. Should be it. There we go.
Oh, okay, mid lane.
Finds him out.
Yeah, we missed that one.
We see it in the net worth graph. Now we see the bounty slightly getting ahead. First track kill on 3 heroes, so that's that. But Monkey King sitting 800 gold over the Razor this early in the game is not a good thing for Razor, and he struggles to find his hood. He's choosing to go into hood right, which is, yeah, he wants to fight against the Venom.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh no, and, Toph, second track kill off the game.
Yeah, I mean, he pulls off the grave, and maybe the Sand King coming in to help this one out. Stora can't actually do anything about this. However, the epicenter is bringing Ilya really low, and with the extra health, that might just be enough to chase him down. Yes, it will. Double kill for the Anti-Mage. Oh man, this is not good.
Never mind, not a track kill.
Of whites. Yeah. Called it too early, dude. As Charlotte Grave came out.
He was dead, but he just got the grave out.
It was a nice grave. Very nice grave. And now the Anti-Mage heading towards his Battle Fury pallet shreds very, very quickly. Despite being contested, despite having a death. Actually, has he died? I'm not sure he has. No, he hasn't. He's 4-0. Actually, kind of surprising he doesn't have his Battle Fury already, but it's going to be coming up extremely shortly, so...
Venom now taking up the Veil of Discord and skipping the ult on 11. That's something unusual.
Oh,
gets sleeped up and Dazzle coming in. Nope, no, nothing here. Like, usually you want to get the ultimate at 11 and 12 after your first talent, right?
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, sorry, I got you. I thought you meant level 2. Sorry to DM you, dude. Yeah, but maybe just wanting extra points in the Plague Wards to push the lane. It seems logical. He hasn't been fighting so much, and they got an Anti-Mage, you know. They're against an Anti-Mage.
Track on the Razor mid, just is getting low. Should not be enough.
Yeah, seeing the damage is forced him away. The rockets will come through, but...
Sailor, however,
they are level 4 rockets, but no, it's okay.
Galed up with Gale. With Veil. Gale.
Galed up with Gale. Yeah, the Veil comes out. It's potent damage. Look at him. He's just going to drop here. He will... Oh, okay. I did it this time, yeah. As long as they keep the poison up.
That's it.
Yeah, he's down. He's down. Venomancer slept up there, the ultimate used as well. They want this Venomancer's blood, and by god, they're gonna get it, as Nora Lim getting another huge kill, and just finding these key pickups all around the map, and that's him going 5-0 right now, so... Pulling ahead in last hit, net worth very quickly.
Doing what AM does best, TPing on lanes and last hitting people.
Running in, get the last hit, go back to farming. Thanks guys.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you do.
Typical AM
Good job,
teamfight
AM.
contribution.
Oh, the classic meme.
Yes, El Clasico. Back from some would say Dota's meme prime.
Nonetheless, we see a 2k net worth advantage so far for Whites here.
Trying to jump onto Pos here, now using the Boundless Strike to get the damage from Primal Spring. Very nicely done, and does get them the kill. I've never seen that before, but this is very interesting. I think we kind of see the secret of his build coming out here. Initiating with the
Finally,
Boundless
the
Strike.
spring was worth it.
Yeah, I think... Well done, he's doing good, but the Anti-Mage is doing better, unfortunately. Much better. He's going to take his the first tower of the game, I think? He says questioningly. Yeah.
Well, not yet. And Monkey King is pushing bottom as well. First.
We were watching the tower fall, but we have...
Hello, Tinker's Blink, by the way. And Legion Root.
Oh god. Tinker has...
Scary.
Blink, Boots of Travel, yeah, okay. Alright. So he just goes and gets 2 kills instantly in the middle lane. So quickly we couldn't even catch that. Apologies there. T-Tours.
Yeah, drop some T-Tours in the chat for my bow nomad here.
Hey, you missed it too. For us.
I was totally on that. That's fake news.
Alrighty. Well, Kayla is pushing down this middle tower. He's got his wards up. And this might be the second tower of the game. But kind of funny that he didn't manage to take his own tower, considering how pushy his build was. Now getting the 1 point.
Primal Spring. And finished off. Tinker was here.
Totally got that one. Noro trying to chase Ilya through the trees now, but Ilya is jumping up. He's trying to get away. They don't have the sight on him. Okay, that's a pause.
Okay, that's some packet loss. Interesting position. Gives us time to maybe zoom out and look a bit at the situation. So we see the SK and the AM both getting completely surrounded by the Dire team. Winter Wyvern has the ult up. Venomancer has everything. No, he actually doesn't have Poison Nova. So he has Veil of Discord and Gale, but it's level 4 Gale, so you don't want to mess around with that. Bounty still has a track, has Mana Boots up, so he can stay in the team fight even if he dies for it. And Monkey King still has the Wukong's command up.
They also have a Dazzle with Shallow Grave waiting though, so that could be a saving grace, but I think they will probably back out here.
I'd like to see this fight actually. So
do they see them?
It can go. They know where the Sand King is, but looking at the vision.
I mean, do the Radiant see the Dire? And
no, they see no one.
Unless they saw them with these 2 wards coming in, which
no, they didn't. So there was no vision of them seeing them because they were going through the jungle.
Alrighty then. Well, this could be dangerous. Oh no!
AM blinks forward.
Nora Lim, yeah, blinking into this one. In comes a Tinker. In comes a Primal Spring, and that is going to be the first death of the game for this Anti-Mage. And Posvol's going to go down as well, so it's pretty thorough dismantling from Whites here. The first stumble of the game, the first big stumble of the game for
I think
Panther,
just an
though.
awkward position for him to be in. Dazzle too far behind, AM blinked forward, so he couldn't really escape. But nonetheless, the AM has a big amount of farm, but I believe the Tinker got the kill on the AM, so that's a lot of gold going the Tinker's way. Overtaking the AM on the net worth by 400 gold.
Yeah, that's pretty important. And what's
he's
the
going
he's going
straight for the
straight by.
sweepstake.
Oh, I love that versus an Anti-Mage though. I love that a lot.
Yeah, that's the play. That's what you want. And that's a DD Rune sitting at bottom, probably taking it on the Monkey King. Yep. He just finishes the Fusel Blade, so it should be an easy kill on somebody.
Big items coming out from Whites right now, and they are looking to capitalize fully on this. But they don't seem to find... Yeah, as if he hasn't had a bad enough game so far, he may well just be the victim of this gank.
But they just missed the Anti-Mage as well.
Okay, well, here comes the track and the Boundless Strike, but they're not looking to go for the... Yep, they are. Here he comes. Ilya Pavar coming in, and gonna need something really big. He throws down the ultimate, actually, and now they're jumping forwards onto the Venomancer. Nicely done there, but they can't seem to finish him off. And actually, Pos 4 is going to be going down, because he is tracked. That Sandstorm is not protecting you, and down goes the Anti-Mage as well. Lasers coming through, just looking very low right now. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He's trying to find something, anything, but he finds nothing, except a certain death. as Ilya Povar gets a double kill here. The Tinker Laser blinking in, slamming and doing a lot of damage.
That was a DD Monkey destroying the entire team.
Yeah, and still, oh, he did use Wukongs in that? Well, yeah, it was a lot of damage.
Yeah. It was dropped around this area. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Radiant's bottom tower
Well,
is under attack.
Like
all of a sudden,
there.
White's looking, yeah, like, White's looking very strong.
Wow, from
really...
2k net worth lead to 11 in under 2 minutes.
This ship is going down. The submarine is preparing to dive in the net worth graph. We're heading towards the 15,000 mark. Yeah, that was a huge swing.
I think
Bounty.
once the Monkey King gets his first movement item, DAM is gonna have a bad time because there will constantly be a Bounty Hunter as well as a Monkey King around you on the map because they're both very mobile as well.
Going for a Shadow Blade with a Bounty Hunter in his team. YOLO. Whatever. This guy doesn't care.
Well, sometimes that's just the play you have to do, you know.
For sure. Takes a lot of damage from the Battle Fury there, though. That was a very painful trees, and actually the Bounty Hunter being caught out here, but they throw out the Boundless Strike, but it's not enough to deter the attack, as Monkey King actually taking loads of damage just from being at the wrong places in the wrong times, and unable to help his Bounty Hunter, so he will go down. Some slight retribution for Panther here.
A little bit out of position on the track and stood under a wall and just dying to that is not enjoyable, but they still should be fine. I mean, they have a Tinker, and Tinker is insanely farmed. He needs 1k gold, and then he has a Sheepstick up at 21 minutes.
Struggling to keep track of this Tinker, actually, as they do find the Anti-Mage, but he's going to get out of this one. As I say that, the Diffusal is out on him. He has a couple more blinks available. Dazzle coming down the river as well, so he's going to be right.
Mine is 2-second blink cooldown, so he's good. He's fine. Race car,
It's a lot of blinks.
Yeah. So enjoyable to play against AM, right? Everybody likes that.
Yeah, I love it. Oh boy, a hero I need to commit my entire team to killing every time I want to do it.
Well, AM is farming. That's a good thing, but Bounty Hunter,
Yeah.
as I said before, now he's gonna.
Oh, he's gonna actually come across one of the... Oh my god, that Anti-Mage just didn't even have time to process a single thought before he was blown up by the team of Whites, and now they're going for position 4 as well, who is not gonna get hit by the Primal String, but it doesn't matter. Bariza is here, and Bariza is angry. He's looking to finish off this game and secure themselves into the closed qualifiers. It's looking pretty good for them right now.
This happened 3 times now. As we said before, the Bounty Hunter is just pretty much hunting the AM together with Monkey King.
Ooh, they might
it's a perfect
find
lineup against
the Elder Titan as the Monkey King comes in. Boundless Strike, Primal Spring, here we go. But he's got a Yule Scepter. That's going to save him for a little bit at least. Dazzle's here as well, so Shallow Grave is available. They're just going to back out of this one. Not needed.
No Boundless Strike up. Used it earlier, so I think
it's
time that he kind of... Oh, he did? On what did he use it then?
He'd use it on the Elder Titan before he, but he still managed to get
before the
Yules
Yule's done. Yeah. But I think it's time he actually has that as a finisher, or when, for example, the Elder Titan comes out of Yule's to instantly stun him up.
Oops, smoke up though. This is an aggressive play. Panther looking to take out this this Venom.
Is Venom your target though? There's no blink on the Sand King.
This Sand King does not like getting blinked, let me tell you. This is a very sacrificial position for, and he misses with the Astral Spirit, which means they don't get this kill. And that is wasting a smoke and a lot of time. Nice reaction, but also a bit of a misplay from the Elder Titan there. He needed really to land that that Astral and stop him blinking away. That was the whole reason he was the one to go first, so bit of a shame.
Now Monkey King sitting on that high ground, finds ET.
Gets used up very quickly, and the Stomp is going to follow. Now they have the damage sap onto him as well, but he's going away very quickly. The Winter's Curse comes through. Store might be the only one to die in this, as they do manage to finish him off, but now comes in the Venomancer, dropping the ulti, dropping the Gale. They do finish him off, but now it's Bariza, it's Ilya Power. They're trying to clean up crew, and they are going to do so, as position 4 does go down, just going down as well, and goes down. The Sand King, they're all dropping like flies.
The Tinker once more being in a team fight in the end and clearing off. They had such a good start, killing off Venom and Bounty Hunter both, but then they just lost their entire team, and AM is get sheeped up.
Yeah, Bariza, he's going for it.
Does he get to jump?
And blinking up the lane,
he didn't have the level 3 rearm yet on 21. He skipped it because he thought he can't catch him yet, but oh man.
Yeah, that feels a little bit bad to miss out on the kill like that.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, it's gonna happen.
That's super unfortunate to not have that. I don't think he expected the position he's in. I think he expected to have less farm at this point. That's why he didn't take it up, because he needs to conserve mana.
Yeah.
And now he ended up having a cheap stick and everything, and he kind of, like, the cheap stick, it kind of limits him as he doesn't have it, but he also, it was also the play he had to do. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm with you. We have a Wukong's command coming out onto the anti-mage once again. He cannot get away from it. Oh, this is very sad right now.
He just blinked in the camp directly on the bounty hunter.
Oh no. Well, he's got to expect this by now
Tinker
as they
at
keep
bottom.
on coming in. Tinker at bottom. They're trying to go for this kill, but Monkey King jumps in. They do get the sight onto him, but it's a tricky kill to go for, especially when Tinker is not deterred by this whatsoever. Still with the side of the Vice, still with the rockets, and with the sight from the Bounty Hunter as well. It's a lot of damage just chasing them away. And he's throwing out a lot of rockets. Say the least. And yeah, Razor's kind of just like, this sucks.
Oh, made a misplay
Oh
there.
no, he jumped forward. Pos4 was waiting for it. The Tinker gets carried away. He was going for the meme plays. He was like, yeah, track rockets, I'm just going to kill this guy. And Razor was like, no, you're not. I'm going to outplay you.
Pos4 being in the perfect position.
Yeah, probably the first misplay coming out for this Tinker.
But we see it again. The Sand King falls short on the Blink Dagger. He's still, like...
Well, Razor with the aggressive TPs. Now, the Earth Splitter is available where they want to commit it just yet. The ultimate used onto one, but not catching anybody else, as Thor and Pos4 have a battle on the sidelines. But now we look to the main fight as the Venomancer ulti is popped. Zinedine Yadid, what can he do before he dies? He's throwing it all out, and it's a good ultimate. He gets a double kill before going down. Fezl are trying to run away, but they see the Monkey King. This is who they're interested in the blink forwards. Do they have the dust? They do, but it doesn't quite land. So they will not find that kill.
And surprisingly taking 3 people there with an amazing ET ult, actually catching off 2.
Yeah, and that was like almost a panic ulti as well. Like, he was dying, he needed to use it before he died, and he just threw it down the lane, and it really did catch Whites out.
But that just shows how far ahead the Tinker actually is, because once they fight without the Tinker, they pretty much instantly lost the fight.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Monkey King has enough space to run around in a team fight doing anything. He's level 80 now, so there's level 3 Wukong, and going for the BKB as well. So he is going there, but I wonder if he actually wants to take up the... Oh, look at that. He took the plus 300 Treant's cast range.
You're the Monkey King? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm gonna say he's gonna go for the primal spring damage. I want to see that.
This is interesting. This is probably the most different Monkey King build I've ever seen since he came out. Everybody before now has just gone, yeah, Jingu's the most OP spell, let's level that. More Jingu damage? Yeah, great, but... Ilya Pova, being unconventional, and I like it.
I don't understand the Jingu mastery damage, and I mean, sure, I guess. Why not play it differently? But the 75 Jingu mastery damage against a target like AM, where you need to hit him as quick as possible with enough damage. I don't know.
Well, that's kind of the thing.
Sure.
Like he won't be able to get it off. Surely, like he won't be able to get 4 stacks of Jingu before anti-mage brings away.
Well, you have the Sheepstick Tinker, and we saw it with the Bounty Hunter when AM just blinked somewhere. So you might actually get that additional hit out, but... I guess. Oh no, AM.
Yeah, they're just gonna come across one another. AM not really interested in fighting right now. Still trying to farm up, trying to find some space. Going for the BKB next, actually. So maybe realizing that actually he needs to get involved in some fights and start helping out against this Tinker, who is just going to give him a miserable game otherwise. Oh, the jump forwards, but not committed.
Shadowbait Monkey spotted out by the Radiance Observer Ward, however.
He must big. He throws out the Boundless Strike. They're trying to get the Razor, but this isn't going to happen. He has got the Hurricane Pike, so he can get himself out of danger. So, well, a little bit tense here. It's White's unable to find a pick-off. And trying to take down the tier 2 at top.
They pretty much conquered the tower, yeah. They zoned them out of the area, and AM is in no condition to fight them.
This is fine, though. They got an anti-mage. Like, losing a tier 2 is to be expected versus a Venomancer lineup. with Tinker as well. Like, Tier 2's going to drop. That's just going to happen. However, talking about that, actually, Tinker has managed to take down... I think that was a while ago, actually, they took down this Tier 2 at bottom though, so that's just Tinker pushing. See on the side.
Rage getting pinged by Razor, so... He's slow checking, but... Ooh, sees the wall drop. That's good. So that's a free D-ward for them if they put a sentry down there. And I think it's all about a vision game, knowing where the Monkey King is before he actually enters Shadow Blade. Have a top with the Elder Titan. Oh...
He's getting jumped on. He's just kind of going to accept his fate right now. The Boundless Strike coming through to finish the job.
And AM is like, better you than me.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs that BKB on the AM. They can't fight before it. They might even sacrifice the 2-2 in the mid lane. It's low anyways.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think they will.
You don't. Yeah, you simply don't fight without the BKB on the AM. Because
they finally have a Blink Dagger up on their Sand King though. That's pretty huge. They needed that earlier, honestly.
There's a Roche coming out now, however. And with Monkey King, that's going down fairly fast.
Yeah, and they have the Medallion on the Bounty Hunter as well, so that helps out as well. And obviously all the Venomants are poisoned. It's a nice... Ooh, BKB and Venomancer now. Nobody wants the Aegis.
You forgot something. There we go. Now he picks it up.
It's a bait.
So it's 2 Monkey Kings. Not the most traditional choice to put it on the Monkey King.
Yeah, especially when you got a Tinker, but hey ho.
I was honestly expecting on the Venomancer.
Oh, the Veno, yeah. Well, I mean, this Veno isn't really a...
They serve the same role. Veno and Monkey King both jump in, drop their big ult, and then hope for the best.
Yeah, but I think
Tinker do his job.
Monkey King can get a little bit more out of 2 lives than this Venomancer can specifically, because he hasn't gone right click in the slightest. He's just jumping in, like, if you're watching the team fights, all he does is jump in, pops Poison Nova, and that's it. And actually, Elder Titan nearly dying, yeah, just to the Wukongs. And the Cold Embrace used on the Monkey King, so Tower ain't gonna do nothing. And Sleep as well, he has got this Aegis. When will it pop? Well, he's actually gonna be slightly careful about it. Shadow Blade's back, not just gonna waste it like that. No reason to. He wants to force someone to come forwards with it. And they might well just lose their tier 4s now. Now, where is the Anti-Mage? He's here. He's got his Black King Bar. He's got his Mantis Star. Might this be go time? This could be a huge fight for them. If it goes perfectly, this could be everything. If it doesn't go perfectly, then it could be over. And now the smoke around the back. I love this play. If they can find the Tinker, it'll be so worth it. And now comes the Tinker. He's TP'd in, but he's blinking out immediately, and they're going to take it a long way around. So maybe the Wyvern's going to be the first target as they are revealed. And where is the go? They managed to find 2 of them here, the 2 biggest targets, as they get Tinker and Bounty in one. But they Anti-Mage trying to chase down the Tinker. We will watch that fight as he is jumping on Parisa here and is able to bring him down with the Epicenter helping out as well. And now we see a Winter's Curse used as they just taking out each other. But Posfor getting a double kill. There's 4 heroes dead. Monkey King the only one left as he is trying to run away and will be able to do so. But what a disaster. Was the Aegis even... The Aegis wasn't even popped.
Yeah, the Aegis is still up and they just managed to take out the entire backline and plus Tinker.
Oh man, well a huge question mark has come over the side of Whites right now as they thought they had this in the bag. They were pushing down the middle lane, but as I was saying, this could be the biggest...
the best team fight they will ever get in this game. This was the best play they could potentially make, and they did it.
From so far behind as well. Like, what net worth were they before this fight? They were sitting at, wow, 23k. And they still managed to pull off a fight like that, but there's still a long way to go. This game isn't over yet. They do have an anti-mage.
Called out, however.
Oh, this is big. They take the Aegis. Now round 2, what do they have? They don't have the Stomp, so this might be difficult.
Don't have to dust. There's a list.
But he pops out the Wukong even. He's going down so quickly though, and they will kill him. Oh my god. What was he doing there?
That was Monkey King farming up under the Radiant Observer wall and just getting caught out by the Elder Titan ults.
Yikes. Well, if they weren't overconfident before the fight, even being overconfident after the fight. It's Monkey King getting picked off twice and wasting the Aegis.
And I'd like to time for AM.
I'd like to sugarcoat it, but I can't.
I must say, I think that Panther has an excellent chance at winning this game, even though they're still 13k behind. I mean, they just gained 10k net worth in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And they have an AM, don't forget that. So unless he gets tinkered up and comboed before they manage to pick somebody
the blink forward from the pos forward, that was huge. Managing to catch him out, but actually Tinker's managing to get to the low ground, but Anti-Mage isn't done, he's following him. He's showing him all the way into base here. He knows what he wants and he knows he's going to get it, but actually the Mana Void doesn't finish him off, and now all of a sudden I think he needs to get out of this one. We'll be able to blink down to the low ground. Meanwhile, Not a whole lot actually happening on the rest of the fight. Just a
the Sand King
disengagement.
going down. Yeah, forcing BKBs on both sides. I am almost getting a kill on Tinker.
It's actually a kind of big deal that he didn't get the kill on Tinker. That means your Black King bar is down to 8 seconds now, and if you're not able to kill a Tinker with a 8-second Black King bar, then
you're not going to deal with a 5-second one either. Hey?
Although he's building for an item which will help him kill a Tinker with a Black King bar.
The lockdown. That is important.
Super important.
He could also have chosen to go for the Agnes this game, but on the other hand, there is that pesky bounty hunter, which is like the biggest nemesis of that item. Without it, it would have been amazing, simply because you either, well, laser is okay on the Tinker, I guess some damage, but it's unlikely he gets it off on you. But having to being able to toggle off the Winter Wyvern all of you, that would be insane.
Yeah, true. Well,
we might actually get a Lotus Orb on one of the supports.
That could be super good.
Gem pickup by the Dazzle. Like getting some vision control, and Bounty has to watch out here. Tracks people up, but not sure if they spotted him under the water here.
Wonder if they know they've got a gem yet.
Sorry?
Wonder if they know that they have a gem yet.
I believe it was spotted, yeah.
Okay. So no one's just gonna walk clumsily to their death, hopefully.
Well, you never know.
You never know. Anything can happen. This is the Open Qualifiers after all. If you want to see some interesting plays, then I think you're in the right place. But definitely not criticizing the quality of these teams. I mean, both the teams have plenty of Divine 5 leaderboard players.
They managed to get to round of 8, so...
Yeah, exactly. And they beat a lot of teams to get... Yeah, exactly. I mean, going for a spot in the closed qualifiers to play along the likes of Team Spirit and various others.
It looks like Dazzle got the ungrateful task of going ahead and trying something. And that's, yeah, had the double force staff. Run!
Get out of here. Abandon ship. So yeah, I like the way Panther is playing this actually. They've won a couple of team fights, but they're not getting cocky with it. They're not going like, well, we've won the game, we've got an anti-mage, we can get to the late game now, and that's it. They're actually still playing super cautious. That's a good point as well. There is still a Tinker and a Monkey King on the other side of the team, but they definitely need this Abyssal.
Looking at the net worth, we saw them going from 23k down to 13k, and now they're up at 17k again. So it just proves that White is faster at farming, even though they play against the AM. And Tinker has the same net worth as the AM. He is 6-slotted actually. There's nothing else the Tinker can get. He can upgrade his Boots of Troubles and get a Moonshot, and that's it with the Tinker. He has his perfect items.
I don't know, man. Like, maybe you want to trade in a KO or an Aether Lens. I'm not sure you need both. I think perhaps something like a Shivas or something along those lines would be more effective.
I think
especially in surviving against the AM.
The Aether Lens this game is super crucial for him. Having that additional range on the Hex gives him initiation power.
That is true, but also the KO gives you like minus 10% mana loss. Sorry, plus 10% mana loss, which is like super important versus an anti-mage. So, but I can see both items.
Yeah,
are
but
really
that's
good
what
right
I mean.
Now.
He's 6-slotted. He shouldn't put out anything.
He's certainly hit his peak. Yeah. And the smoke will be revealed, but they are shadow bladed and invised up, so they know what's going on here. And the smoke doesn't work for the team as the Wukong's command coming out. They're trying to take down Razor here, but he does get graved up and forced off out of the fight. The epicenter ripping through, but not doing so much as Anti-Mage jumps in. He's trying to take out Tinker, but he gets cold embraced up and can't do any more damage. But the ultimate from Elder Titan, it's not enough. Tinker, he blinks away out of this on no health whatsoever, and actually coming back in, the madman. What are you doing? But I mean, the Venomancer, he's got the poisons off. He's trying to get some kills here, and actually only one kill aside coming off from this. At the moment, I think...
Oh, the double Yules. Gets the Elder
Titan. No one
Titan.
expects a double Yules. Yeah, I think the Elder Titan does go down here, so one more kill going for the side of Whites. They needed that really badly, though. They lost their Monkey King. They needed to make that work. And I think with that, it may just about be a win, but my god, what a slam dunk.
Are you sure? You lost your Monkey King?
Yeah.
Once more, and died pretty early, so this won't transition into a push. Yes, they got the shrine at the bottom, but that's pretty much it. There's still one shrine.
The gold is exactly the same, actually. It's like 20 gold difference in gold change in the fight recap. The only big difference is the XP, where they got 1,700 more
and
on White, so, you know, more XP, 2 kills, I don't know, I think
And we
maybe
just
even.
we just saw the window Wyvern keeping the Tinker alive in the fight. This is what Wyvern does. Just they commit the Winter's Curse on the AM, realizing, hey, there's no Aghanims on this AM. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no Lincolns, there's no Lotus, there's no Aghanims, so they just target the AM with it and make sure that the AM can't just run around and stun up the Tinker.
Man, this Tinker is all over the place. Just following for a bit makes me nauseous.
Oh, that's interesting. He took the 100 plus 100 laser damage over the heat-seeking missiles mini stun. I would have loved the mini stun. However, there is, beside like the L Titan, there is no channeled ability. Like maybe if he gets the Sand King, but what are the odds of that? Cancelling
a blink sometimes is nice, but obviously that's like a very niche situation.
I mean, he cancelled it. He cancelled it. Cancels it either way, even
with the side of ice.
Well, no, like he doesn't need the mini stun to cancel the blink. The damage will do so, but 100 laser damage. I guess it's for 20 damage on the laser. So, and with Kaya, that's more damage as well. I guess it's you can take either. Doesn't really matter that much in this game, but I wonder where the damage output is to actually bring down the AM.
Hold up, sorry, I was talking about AM's blink, not just a regular blink dagger. When we were talking about cancelling it.
That's what you mean. Like, sure, in that case, you're right.
Yeah, I was really confused for a minute there, trying to walk out of my head, like, what is he?
Incoming rename on the blink.
Oh, Ilya coming in, he's trying to do the damage to Razor, but getting him full stuffed out of there, or Hurricane Pike at the least. And I think this is evidently White just going, we need to take this game now, we can't let this Anti-Mage get any bigger. It's getting too risky for us. Well, the Anti-Mage, he has his Abyssal. This is super key item. And actually, Razor just pulls out a BKB. Maybe this is go time, but they actually let the racks fall. And I'm pretty sure Whites will be happy with that. They'll be like, alright, we got our advantage.
Not even the Aegis. I only see them going for the second line of racks here. They still have the Monkey King ult. They just forced the Fortify, which was exactly what they wanted, and by Creep Wave. I think Monkey King just runs on the high ground now.
Well, it's I don't know. It's gonna be one big fight. I think.
One last ride.
Obviously, if yeah, I'll see you again. Yeah, if it's pretty scary for Panther because if Whites win it, they take everything. They take it all, and I don't think they start. I think they just go base. Like even with some buybacks, it's gonna be tricky. Talking of which, let's throw over to the buybacks. We do see Anti-Mage has his. And Razor does not.
4 already in the best position possible for Sand King. Has to make sure he doesn't get tracked up for some reason.
Yeah, I mean this all the Titans really kind of making him nervous right now. Oh, pings. Whose is that pings? No, okay, it's a Razor's ping. That's fine. Okay, I was making sure the enemy team didn't see him. Yeah, I think this old Titan's being really risky by dragging the Astral Spirit back to him. Because it's going to draw their sight over in that direction. So they're going to be more wary of anything coming from those trees. And, oh, nice little cold embrace there, I guess. Monkey King considering it. Here we go, onto the high ground.
Ideally, they want to tie it in before the Wukong command hit. Or if they get forced to use it.
Oh, he comes on the front lines. He's tracked up, but this is a super, super tense fight right now. Neither team wants to commit to this. And I think it may
They're gonna waste the Aegis for the tower. That's pretty much what happens.
Yeah.
Let them waste stuff on the Aegis from the monkey, even if he loses it for it.
Also, look at how far back the Winter Wyvern is. He knows that he's a target in this fight, so he's staying so far back, forcing people to come back if they want to get cold embraced up. Now, this might be go time as a blink. BKB is popped, but the Winter's Curse straight away onto the Anti-Mage. Gonna cancel that. Makes it really hard for him to finish off the Tinker. Now, Ilya does go down, but that is only one life. Anti-Mage, he's used up. He's trying to find Bariza here, but can't quite do it. He's hexed up. He is shallow grave, but finally he goes down. The rest of his team have fallen around him. He has no buyback. Where did it go? Oh no, Bariza, he gets the ultra kill, he comes back and looking to take down some towers, but GG is called. It is going to be Whites who make it to the closed qualifiers. Congratulations to them for fighting their way through the CIS bracket and making it into the closed qualifiers. But Potom, let's talk about that fight for 1 minute just now. What happened there? Where did Anti-Mage's buyback go, first off?
first off, the AM buyback went into the MKB. He just bought it as a job before he TP'd, which I would consider that pretty much a game-losing item at that point, because he bought, having not a buyback in that fight pretty much loses you the game. On the other hand, I'm not sure if only the AM buybacks, what you're gonna do with the AM. So might as well go full all in and hope that you kill enough people off. We saw hesitation on the Monkey King dropping down the Wukong's command before the Aegis, and when he did, he pretty much died directly afterward and was wasted. But it just seems like they could not catch the Tinker, and Tinker just seemed to be too far ahead, and just so much damage coming out on everybody.
Yeah, it's funny looking at the net worth graph, the closeness between the AM and the Tinker in this. Both of them kind of, like, basically along the same path. I mean, there was a point where Tinker was ahead, but then Anti-Mage managed to pull it back. But, yeah, really unlucky fight for Panther at the end. They needed that buyback, or at least a couple of buybacks, and unfortunately they didn't have it. And just getting kind of outclassed by Whites, I think, in the end there, even though they put up a really good fight in that second game. First game was a little bit more convincing, but this one, very close indeed. Well, thank you very much for watching. My name has been NomadCasts, he's been Pod of Moon, and this has been the ESL One Open Qualifiers, and we'll be back very shortly, I think in about an hour or so, is that right?
Yes, in about 50 minutes.
For M19 versus...
Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail, yeah. So, are we closing the stream down, or are we keeping it up? We'll keep it up for now.
We'll keep it up.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll keep it up. So, see you very shortly for that series. And thanks for watching.